Let's jump right into calendar and go ahead and add today's date. We're going to put it right here. And remember that the month that we are in right now is November. And those little pictures at the top help you remember what holiday happens in November. It is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving happens in November. And we just put up the date and it is a 4. So today is November the 4th. November the 4th. Let's talk about what day of the week it is. And before we do that, let's go ahead and sing our Days of the Week song. And I really want you to be singing this with me because the more you do, the more you'll learn. The more you participate, the more that you'll learn. So it says to snap your fingers, but if you can't snap your fingers, you can clap your hands. That's fine too. It goes like this. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. All right, so let's find out what day of the week it is today. Looking back at our calendar, we just put up that number 4. We go straight up the calendar, and that tells us our day of the week. And it starts with the letter W that makes the W sound. So let's take a look. What day of the week over here could that be that starts with that W? Right, it could be Wednesday. So today is Wednesday. Now, when you sing that Days of the Week song, what comes right before Wednesday? There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday before Wednesday, right? So yesterday was Tuesday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday, right? Tomorrow will be Thursday. Let's go ahead and count how many days we've been in school. And yesterday we were in school for 55 days. So we're going to change that. And we're going to put, a 6 there. A 6, because today we've been in school for 56 days. And the way that we're going to build that is using our base 10 blocks. There's a 5 in the 10 spot. There's a 5 in the 10 spot. So we have 5 groups of 10s down here. And there's a 6 in the 1 spot. So we are going to have to add another single base 10 block so that now that we have 6 down there in the 1 spot. So when you count it, you do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. And that's how many we are going to count to today on our 100 chart. We're going to go all the way to 56. So count with me. It's really important that you're counting with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. We did it. Catch your breath. And let's talk about shapes. And we talked yesterday about a circle, and we said, of course, our donut was in the shape of a circle. That's the word circle. And we said a circle had 0 corners and 0 sides. And I asked you guys to find examples around your house of things that were the shape of a circle. And Braden said that plates at his house were in the shape of a circle. He had a lot of good answers, but plates is one of them. Damani said that the table at her house was in the shape of a circle. And Tavion said that also plates and he also mentioned the tables, but that the clock, right? The clock is in the shape of a circle. And then Elabeth said that buttons, she found buttons in the shape of a circle. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, and Eldrick said he has a mirror at his house, a mirror that's in the shape of a circle. So that's a good one. And Sky said that when she looks up at the ceiling, she sees a light that is in the shape of a circle. Those are a lot of great examples of things that are in the shape of a circle. Let's review all of these 2D shapes that we've had so far, like circle. This one is a triangle. Good. This is the tricky one. A lot of people want to say diamond, but at school, we use some school language and we call this a rhombus. And I think that's a funny one to say, like a rhombus, right? That's a fun word. Square and a rectangle. A square and a rectangle. So let's go ahead and do some counting. The number that you're going to be working with again today is the number 7. So that's the number that I wanted to work with here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to move some bears. You help me count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 bears, 7 bears. And I did the strategy count and scoot, right? I took them from this side and I moved them over here and and as I moved them, I counted them. We can also do our touch and count strategy to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now our 10 frame that we made the other day only says 6. We're going to add one more to it. So now we have a 10 frame that shows 7. Also the same thing with our tally marks here. We've got tally marks that show 6. We need to add one more tally. Ooh, that's not going to do it. There we go. One more tally, and that shows 7. Because remember, when you see tallies that have a line through it, that automatically tells you that there are 5 there. You don't even need to count them if you see that line through it. So you say 5, 6, 7. All right, let's do a little review. I put some bears in the jar. Can you count them for me and tell me how many bears you see? Did you say that there were 4 bears in that jar? Because if you did, you are absolutely right. There are 4 bears in that jar. Let's go ahead and make a 10 frame. And I know you guys are very good at that number 4. You already did that in your math book. You've already worked with the number 4. So we're going to build a 10 frame that shows 4. And remember that when we build our 10 frame, we like to start at the top. And we like to start on the left-hand side as we build it. So this is what a 10 frame looks like when it shows the number 4. I bet some of you don't even have to count when you see 4 objects anymore. Your brain is getting so good at it, it does something called supertize. And you can just look at it and know that there's 4 there. Same thing with tally marks. We can move those down 1. Oh, that's not going to do it. That little skinny tally mark is hard to get. There we go. Nope, that wasn't it either. Goodness sake, that tally mark is tricky to get. We're going to have to undo the mess I made and see if we can move that tally mark down there. I don't think it's going to move. There we go. There's another tally. Now there's 2 tally marks down there. I think we're going to give up on the tally marks for today because they are certainly giving me some problems. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on from the tally marks. I don't think. Wait a minute. You know what? Let's do it just like this. I apologize. Technical difficulties. There are 4 tally marks. 4 tally marks. And the last thing that we're going to do with calendar is talk about one more again, because that can be a tricky subject. When you are doing one more, that means that you're taking the number that you have and you are just adding one more to it to get the next counting number. So in this first picture, we've got one donut. So we would start on our number line right here at the number 1. But if I added one more donut to that how many donuts would I have? You probably don't even need to count. You can probably look right at it and see that if you had one donut and you jumped one more, you now have 2 donuts. Now down here, we're starting with 2 donuts. I'm going to add one more. So if I started at 2, I add one more. It's just the next counting number. How many do I have? I didn't get there. There we go. Removing it. 2, jump one more, and you land on 3. So 2 and one more donut is 3 donuts. All right, well, I will see you in just a little bit for a read aloud about the weather.